Imagine standing in the freezing Arctic wind facing temperatures below -40 degrees. Before you, a giant white beast stands completely still, covered in thick snow like an icy statue. For 15 hours, this apex predator has not moved a single muscle, staring at a small ice hole. This is the polar bear's terrifying waiting game, a battle of patience where one mistake means death. Welcome to Continent vs. Ocean. Today we decode the deadly secret of the polar bear's 15-hour wait. In the popular imagination, the polar bear is a powerful, active hunter chasing prey across ice fields. Hollywood movies often show them sprinting dynamically, charging at speed to kill seals or intruders. But in reality, a polar bear that runs too much is a dead polar bear. To understand why, we must examine the biological design of this 800-kilogram carnivore. Beneath their white fur, polar bears have a thick 10-centimeter layer of blubber for extreme cold insulation. Their unique fur consists of hollow, transparent guard hairs that trap solar heat directly onto black skin. This insulation is so efficient that the bear struggles not with freezing, but with overheating. When a polar bear runs, its heavy body generates immense internal heat that cannot easily escape. Within minutes of sprinting, their core temperature rises to dangerous levels, causing rapid exhaustion. Locomotion is exceptionally expensive for them, costing double the energy of other land mammals. A single long sprint can deplete their precious calorie reserves, leaving them weak for days. Furthermore, their massive paws, while perfect for swimming, are not built for agile land chases. Therefore, active pursuit of agile prey on land is a highly inefficient strategy for them. Instead of running, evolution forced the polar bear to become the ultimate master of patience. Every movement is calculated to conserve heat and energy in the unforgiving polar desert. Their entire survival hinges on a single fatty prey, the ringed seal. Ringed seals are loaded with energy-rich blubber, essential for the bear to maintain its weight. But hunting a seal is one of the hardest challenges in the animal kingdom. Seals spend most of their lives underwater, safe from the claws of the land giant. However, being mammals, seals must breathe oxygen and cannot stay submerged forever. To survive under the thick winter ice, seals maintain multiple breathing holes called aglus. A single seal will dig up to 15 aglus across its vast underwater territory. These breathing holes are tiny and hidden beneath a thick layer of snow and ice. Seals are incredibly vigilant, using their sensitive hearing to detect any vibration on the ice. The sound of a heavy paw step on snow can travel hundreds of meters through ice. If a seal hears even a faint crunch, it will simply swim to another breathing hole. This turns the hunt into a game of extreme stealth and absolute quiet. To locate the hidden aglus, the polar bear relies on its super-powered sense of smell. A polar bear can detect a seal's scent from nearly 1 mile away on open ice. It can even smell a seal buried under 1 meter of solid snow and ice. Once the bear locates a breathing hole, it must approach it with extreme caution. It walks silently, placing its wide paws carefully to muffle any sound of ice cracking. Sometimes it will crawl on its belly, distributing its massive weight to avoid vibrations. Once positioned next to the hole, the waiting game officially begins. The bear must stand or sit perfectly still, facing directly into the freezing wind. If the wind blows from behind the bear, its scent will warn the seal instantly. So the bear always faces the wind, enduring the full force of the Arctic blizzard. As the hours tick by, the temperature drops, but the bear does not flinch. Slowly falling snow begins to cover its white coat, blending it into the landscape. To the casual observer, the bear looks like a harmless snow mound on the ice. This natural camouflage is vital, preventing any visual warning to the seal. But standing still for 15 hours in sub-zero cold requires a physiological miracle. To conserve energy, the polar bear enters a state of walking hibernation. Its heart rate drops significantly, and its body temperature decreases slightly to save calories. Unlike true hibernation, the bear remains fully alert, its senses tuned to the ice hole. It does not sleep, it waits in a state of hyper-focused meditation. Every second it listens for the faint sound of bubbles rising in the water. But the odds are heavily stacked against the predator at this frozen breathing hole. Because the seal has 15 different holes, the chance of it choosing this one is low. The bear is playing a high-stakes lottery, betting its survival on a single spot. Hour, 5 hour, 10 hour, 15, the cold is brutal, but the bear remains motionless. A single movement, a soft saw or a shifted paw will ruin hours of waiting. This level of patience is unmatched by any other land predator on the planet. Suddenly, a tiny vibration ripples through the dark water inside the ice hole. A faint whistling sound echoes as the seal clears the ice-thin crust to breathe. The polar bear does not rush, it waits for the perfect microsecond to strike. As the seal's nose breaks the surface, the bear launches its attack. In less than 1 second, the giant beast moves with explosive, terrifying speed. It slams its massive front paws down, smashing the surrounding ice to widen the hole. At the same time, it drives its powerful jaws deep into the freezing water. It clamps its sharp teeth onto the seal's head, securing a deadly grip. The seal fights back, using its sleek body to pull the bear into the water. A struggle ensues at the edge of the abyss, a clash of land and sea. But the polar bear's upper body strength is colossal, engineered for this pull. With a violent heave, the bear drags the 60-kilogram seal onto the ice sheet. The hunt is successful, but the threat to the bear is far from over. The scent of fresh blood travels quickly across the flat, windy ice fields. Soon, other hungry polar bears will detect the kill and march toward it. A male bear smelling the meal will attempt to steal the hard-won prey. Even smaller scavengers like the Arctic fox will linger nearby, waiting for scraps. To protect its food, the bear must eat quickly, targeting the energy-dense blubber first. It consumes the fat to replenish its lost calories and maintain its insulating layer. If challenged by a larger bear, a fight for dominance may break out. They roar and slash their heavy paws, delivering bone-crushing blows in the snow. The victor claims the carcass, while the loser is forced to hunt again. This harsh reality shows that survival at the pole is a constant battle. Every successful hunt is a temporary reprieve from the threat of starvation. Yet this extreme lifestyle is the result of millions of years of evolution. Genetic studies show that polar bears split from brown bears about 500,000 years ago. They rapidly adapted to the freezing marine environment, changing their teeth and fur. They traded the omnivorous diet of land bears for a highly specialized carnivorous one. Their digestive system evolved to process massive amounts of fat without clogging arteries. They became the ultimate marine mammals of the north, ruling the frozen wastes. The 15-hour wait is not a choice but a requirement of their design. It is the perfect union of physical power, biological efficiency, and mental restraint. While the ocean's apex predator, the orca, hunts with high-speed team coordination, the polar bear rules the ice through absolute solitude and silent endurance. But as the ice melts, this ancient waiting game faces its greatest challenge. Without solid ice, the king of the north cannot wait and cannot survive. To discover why the ancient prehistoric seas ruled differently, click this video now.